Hello everyone and welcome back to Sterling TV 19 as we are back here on the grass getting ready for some boys soccer, their first round playoff matchup coming against the Cedar Creek Pirates. Taking a look at the weather today, the wind's coming in pretty hot today. Current conditions 73 degrees, the wind's coming in at around 10 miles per hour, 54% humidity, and the forecast is sunny. And here's an example of that wind, a runaway goal net right there as it's making its way towards center field from the back spot all right over there. Colonial Liberty Conference standings this year. Haddon Heights on top 7, 1-2 in the division, 10-4-3 overall. West Deptford 7-3 in the division, 12-6-1 overall. Then there's Sterling, third place in the Colonial Liberty, 6-2-2 in the division, 8-5-5 overall. Haddon Township 3-5-2 in the division, 11-6-2 overall. And then here in the Cape Atlantic American, St. Augustine on top, 12-0 in the division, 19-0 overall. Hamilton 7-4-1 in the division, 11-6-2 overall. Egg Harbor Township 6-6 in the division, 8-9-0 overall. And then we have the Ocean City Hawks with 5-6-1 in the division, 8-8 overall, 8-8-2 overall, excuse me. Violent High School 4-6-2 in the division, 9-7-2 overall. And then Cedar Creek at the bottom, 3-9 in the division and 5-13 overall. So the game notes coming since 2010. Sterling leads the series 4-1. Cedar Creek won the last game in 2023. Sterling's last win came in October in 2014. Sterling has won 4 of the last 5 games, and Sterling outscoring opponents this year 27-16, and Cedar Creek was outscored by opponents 39-21. And we're going to take a look at the last year game highlight where Sterling was knocked out by Cedar Creek in overtime.
Nice play up the slot. Here's a breakaway, a save, and now it goes in. And Cedar Creek advances on the goal by Elias Moradell.
So a lot of high emotions for both of these teams in this game as we take a look at the bracket for this year in the first round. West Deptford, the 1 seed, against Gloucester, Middle Township versus Overbrook, Collingswood versus Barnegat, and then there we are, Sterling versus Cedar Creek, either going to go against Collingswood or Barnegat. Pretty much in the same situation the girls are in as well. I think this exact seeding. Manchester Township versus Pennsauken Tech, Lindenwold versus Seneca, Haddonfield versus Pleasantville, and Salem Tech versus Haddon Heights. So we are going to step aside and we're going to give the moment to the players while they introduce themselves.
Chase Camardo, senior, forward, Stratford.
Patrick Carroll, senior, forward, Stratford.
Dean Collins, senior, center back, Stratford.
Quinton Rosano, senior, striker, Stratford.
Will Stubbs, junior, left back, Stratford.
Ethan Weitzel, sophomore, midfield, Magnolia.
Fernando Sanchez, junior, midfielder, Stratford.
Rafael Sanchez, freshman, midfield, Stratford.
Max Bleem, senior, right back, CDM, Laurel Springs, New Jersey.
Bryce John, senior, left back, Stratford.
Anthony Ortiz, senior, center back, Stratford.
Jackson Ayers, senior, defense, Somerville, New Jersey.
Jesus Blanco, senior, midfield, Stratford, New Jersey.
Connor Maynard, sophomore, winger, Stratford.
Wesley Wright, sophomore, right back, Somerville.
George Walters, sophomore, right back, right wing, Magnolia.
Carson Wiley, sophomore, midfield, Somerdale.
Travis Schmid, senior, goalie, Laurel Springs.
Giving a little introductions to the people at home as we take a look at the points for the players this year. Connor Maynard leading the way, 17 points, 7 goals, 3 assists. Jason Camardo following behind him, 13 points, 6 goals, 1 assist. Anthony Ortiz with 7 points, 3 goals, 1 assist. Quinton Rosano with 7 points, 1 goal, 5 assists. Jesus Blanco, 6 points, 3 goals, no assists. Carson Wiley with 5, 2, and 1. And then Ethan Weitzel with 5 and 5 assists. And then the goalie, of course, the brick wall, Travis Schmid in 14 games played with 88 saves total. Taking a look at Cedar Creek, Mario Jacobo with 23 points, 11 goals, 1 assist. Elias Moradell with 13 points, 4 goals, 5 assists. Jerion Gomez with 5 points, 1 goal, 3 assists. And Jacob Freeman with 4 points, 1 goal, 2 assists. And the goalie between the pipes today is going to be Luis Santiago, 11 games played and 53 saves. So no drone today because of the NJSIAA rules. We cannot fly the drone over the playoff game. So we're actually joined in the broadcast booth today with the drone operator, Casey Kozaneski, and obviously Max Zubek and myself, Daniel Leakin. And guys, what a fun game we're going to have today.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have a great one here. Obviously, tensions are running a little higher with the history of this matchup, as you know, this is the same situation as before, with Sterling getting knocked out in overtime by Cedar Creek. Hopefully they can keep it out of overtime and just win quickly, as the girls did yesterday with an 8-1 win that we got to cover. But I obviously think, like I had said before, the playoffs are a different field. Anything can happen in the playoffs, and I think you got to anticipate that going through each round.
So we're ready today, getting ready to start this one between the Pirates and the Knights. Looks like the Pirates are going to start with possession at around center field. Again, the wind blowing pretty heavily today, as we saw the funny little clip of our runaway goal. Or I guess you say runaway net, coming from the right side, trying to get to center field, as Mr. K was setting up our equipment out here today. A little bit warmer than yesterday. The sun beaming on this bright grass field as we see the beautiful Knight logo in the middle. And there it is, the beautiful white logo, and we're off. Cedar Creek going to start with possession here. They're going to dump it towards Sterling possession. Jesus Blanco is going to be the first to play it, and he's going to play it back to his defender, Dean Collins. Collins with a little bit of room, trying to advance Connor Maynard. Maynard slips, gets a touch on the ball. That one goes out on Dixon Stewart. Rosano taking his time to throw in. Probably one of the bigger players on this Sterling team. Uses his size a lot in the box on the attacking side. Dixon Stewart getting approached by Camardo. Camardo wins that battle. Rosano looking to play it back, trying to find a man. Can't find anyone. Rosano gets it over towards Ortiz. Ortiz plays it on a hop. Looking towards Bleem. Bleem going to regroup. Try to take it up himself and scan the field. Bleem advancing forward. No pressure being brought by the Pirates. It's the Knights crusade on. This one blocked by Cedar Creek. Dumped in by Carson Wiley, looking for Camardo on that far side. Camardo going to get the speed advantage. Camardo, rough challenge there by Santiago. Definitely the right decision against Camardo, and a big Sterling opportunity goes away.
I mean, it's definitely a good start, but this keeper seems to be a little more aggressive coming out of the net, and I think that's going to be kind of the way you stop how this offense is for Sterling. But you got to keep your own offense intact as well. You can't focus on one more than the other.
So a little bit more of a crowd coming out here. Some of the classes getting out a little early.
For most of these seniors, the great playoff matchup.
Yeah, definitely a great playoff matchup between these two teams here, Sterling versus Cedar Creek. Our drone operator isn't the best announcer, so to speak.
I'll be his translator throughout the day.
My first time, I'm a little nervous. So.
He's a little nervous. But yeah. Now Cedar Creek on that far side, moving with extreme pace. They get past Bleem. Bright John trying to recover. Cedar Creek still pushing forward. That one nicely played there by Ortiz to get that one out of harm's way. But that was a big opportunity there for the Pirates.
Pirates seem like a pretty quick team. It feels like they're very focused on the counterattack. Finding a way to stop, make themselves a wall defensively, using the mid to drop back, and then have a full-on rush on the sidelines is what we're already seeing here.
That looks like Jerion Gomez, who was taking up on that far side with a lot of pace. Nicely played there by Collins. Collins looking to clear, he does. This one goes over to the fans. So good attacks going both ways so far. A big opportunity by Camardo, nicely played by Santiago, and now Cedar Creek on the attack on this Sterling defensive line, and Schmid bringing a little bit of pressure. Bleem lets that one bounce out. Now it'll be a goal kick for Travis Schmid. And you can go on Twitter or Instagram to check out our new athletic directors page. So make sure you go follow our Sterling Sports and what's going on around the castle. So make sure you guys go on Twitter or Instagram at Go Knights Sports. A little bit of new promo for you guys at home, run by our great athletic director, Mr. Sayano. But now here back at the soccer game, Bleem looking to take it up, scanning the field. Not a lot of pressure being brought by the Pirates as they sit back on the ship. Maybe a little bit more of a defensive type of game for the Pirates. So now moving up, Bright John on that far side, again moving with a ton of pace as he normally does. Whistle called, and they're going to get him for a little bit of a push. Cedar Creek allowing 39 goals this year, only scoring 21. So heavily outscored this year. Sterling scoring 27, only allowing 16. Sterling defensive line definitely holding intact a lot. And Schmid definitely helps with that as well. So we get ready here, back to action. Bright John on that far side, gets a little physical, but no call. And now nicely played here by Weitzel. Weitzel looking to advance. This one easily played by Santiago. So no harm, no foul there for the Pirates. This one nicely played by Weitzel. Sterling trying to keep the pressure on this defensive line. Rosano pushes forward, chips up for Camardo. A very nice chip. Offsides is called on Camardo. You can follow us on Facebook at Sterling Channel 19, where we will have funny things happening around the castle, all the live updates of all the sports, and of course, notifications about those castle connections. So make sure you guys go follow us on Facebook at Sterling TV 19. There is Jason Camardo, Captain Camardo, we call him here in the booth, with 6 goals, 1 assist, 13 points on the season. For that man, and I mean, senior presence, he's definitely been one of the better ones, even missing some time, always being a factor for this Knights team.
It's shown in his composition in every aspect of this, lifestyle of playing the game here on varsity. He's very good at keeping himself composed as he goes through an attack, communicates very well, is able to drop back in defense if need be, and then when you ask him the questions, when he comes up most of the times, he gives you pretty humble answers, gives you pretty down-to-earth answers. He's the right guy to go to if you want to learn more about how to play this sport.
So that one hit out on that far side. That one looks like it hit out on Hardiman. So Sterling with a throw-in here, going to be taken here by Bright John. John also missed some time with injury, coming back not too long ago, playing in the playoffs here for the Knights. A lot of the time we see him on the defensive end, but it looks like he's playing more of a midfielder role. I mean, Coach Marley's looking for some speed on that far side. Wiley looking to take a shot on goal, gets it over towards Weitzel. A bit of trouble in front of the net. That one cleared away by the Pirates. Blanco gets it outside the box. He takes a shot on goal, and that one sailed wide. Good opportunity there for the Knights. They cannot capitalize. This one stays 0-0.
Definitely some good opportunities there while in the box, but Blanco just took a little too much power there, a little too much of an arc higher up, and it leads to a missed opportunity that they might regret having missed, considering it's a pretty solid throw-in to get them there.
So Rosano applies pressure off of the wacky goal kick there by Santiago. Camardo plays it back. Blanco gets it back towards Collins. Collins stepping up, trying to creep forward, trying to scan the field as he sends this one deep, looking for Connor Maynor. A great pass there by Collins to get Maynor. Maynor going one-on-one on that far side with looks like Martinez. That one hit out of bounds.
It was a good passing effort, and it was some good, kind of coaching notions to get Maynor over there. Some nice shouts from the sideline from their manager. Marley's over here, but just couldn't quite fully make the aftermath of that pass go much of anywhere.
So it looks like another goal kick being taken here by Santiago. Looking to get an attack going the other way here for the Pirates. This one a lot better of a kick than last time, but played well by Bright John. Bright John trying to maneuver his way through the midfield, but now the Pirates are going the other way. Bright John trying to match the speed there, and does. Sterling does a good combined effort of kind of crossing out that counterattack, and now Collins trying to send it up the other way for the Knights. Maynard doesn't get the right touch on it. This one played well by Torres. Lean trying to advance. It looks like Camardo played well by the Pirates defense. But a foul called on Camardo.
They haven't been super strong on the wings early on in this game. When we see that they can do well on the wings, it just hasn't really been working out for them. Maybe it needs to start in the middle, then branch off as they get into the opposing side's half.
So the Pirates trying to crusade into Sterling's defensive end here as Bleem hits this one away. Looks like the first one to it is Jacobo, the leading scorer and point leader for Cedar Creek. He takes a shot on Schmid. That one goes wide. And you can follow us on Instagram at Sterling TV 19, where we have funny pictures of all of our beautiful faces here at Sterling. A new post being brought up just for this soccer game as well, and stuff happening around the castle. So make sure you guys go follow us on Instagram at Sterling TV 19. Little back and forth action between Collins and Ortiz. Ortiz trying to scan the field. He needs an outlet from a Knight, not getting one. Gets it back towards Collins. Collins taking his time, looking deep down the field, looking for Weitzel. Weitzel going one-on-one here with Martinez, trying to outrun Martinez. Definitely a little huskier than Weitzel, and beats him to it. but that one is going to be a corner kick here for the Knights. So a big opportunity with the set piece here to get something going early.
Yeah, I definitely believe that this is where Sterling has thrived throughout the year, and we could see another great opportunity again off of this corner. They really... There's a free kick going on.
No, it's a corner kick.
Okay. I feel like they're lining up for something else here. But there, oh, I didn't see it. I couldn't see it behind Doug there. Point is, they've done well against corners before, and I'm sure they'll capitalize off another one here.
So Weitzel raises both arms and sends this one away, looking for the front post where Camardo is. This one almost gets past Santiago. It does. Trying to put it in the back of the net is Wiley, and that one cleared away by the Pirates. Wiley trying to do a little behind the back shot there to try and stuff it in. Great heads-up defense. And now the Pirates looking to go on the counterattack. We take another look at this one here, trying to get to the front post. Hits off of Santiago, and Camardo actually gets it past. Wiley had the net. And what a great play there by number 11, Elias Moradel. A goal-saving play in the crease. Keep this one 0-0. Collins boots this one away deep into Pirates territory. Connor Maynard is going to get the first touch on it. A great touch that is. Martinez takes him down, no whistle. This one deflects off of Maynard, and now it's going to be Pirates ball once again. So a throw-in coming here around 10 minutes in here in this first round playoff action between the Cedar Creek Pirates and the Sterling Silver Knights. Glad to bring you this on the grass. Myself, Max Zubak, and Casey Kazaneski, and Jesus Blanco gets cleated in the back, definitely down in some discomfort.
If we take a look at the play again here, off of the touch from Collins, the header, looked like he was going for the ball, and he gets cleated in the waist.
So
the hip area.
Time stops.
Take another look here. It's a good pass attempt by Blanco, or to get it to Blanco rather, and it's just rough placement trying to defend the pass. Now Blanco's down.
Looks like Jacobo cleated him in the side. Blanco's still down. Definitely in some discomfort. So a little uncomfortable to watch even. I mean, the spikes definitely don't feel too great. Blanco went down immediately. Kind of got him right in his hip. Again, Mario Jacobo trying to get the touch on the ball. Blanco's still down.
Obviously getting cleated anywhere,
yeah,
not a comfortable experience.
Thankfully, one of the things that's not a non-contact injury, and our next TV game will be today actually, November 5th. It'll be girls volleyball starting at 4:30. It'll be Sterling versus Delran. The tape will be delayed. It'll be myself and Max Zubak covering this right after this one, and that'll be put out on YouTube later on tonight. And then our next TV soccer game will be Thursday, November 7th, as girls soccer goes on to round 2 against an opponent they're quite familiar with, Seneca. That'll be live on Channel 19 and live on youtube.com/SterlingTV19. That game, a big one for the Lady Knights. A big win yesterday over Pinelands, 8-1. 7 different goal scorers. Lily Byrne had 2 in the win. But definitely going against a much tougher opponent that they're quite familiar with in Seneca.
You know, obviously, we've mentioned it many a time in the past couple of days with these playoff broadcasts. Any opponent can be difficult, but clearly we were shown the Lady Knights did not agree, and they found that the Wildcats were not going to be too difficult for them, but they push on to a much harder opponent in, I believe, the 5 seed is Seneca's seeding, and obviously the 4 seed and the 5 seed very closely against each other, teams that know each other very well. I think it's going to be a very entertaining one for us to watch.
So Blanco off the field after being down for a small period of time. Definitely got his hip with the cleat. But nevertheless, the show must go on. Time did stop. We're about 11 minutes into this first half unofficially. Whistle blows, so time will resume. Anthony Ortiz going to take the free kick here for the Knights. Blanco seated on the bench. Thankfully, not a non-contact injury, which are quite common in soccer, which could be a lot more brutal to the player internally as well. Carson Wiley tries to go for the slide tackle, and now here come the Pirates again, once again moving with pace on this far side, trying to advance forward. They get it to Moradell. Moradell moving with Bleem next to him, tries to get past Bleem, tries to get past John. That one nicely played. Tripped by John, but no call. Carson Wiley advancing up towards Reich. Reich trying to move it back, trying to get it back to his defenders, and he does, so Bleem will play it and take his time.
It's a nice effort play to get to the ball with the slide tackle there, especially after a really speedy kind of recovery from them off of taking the free kick for themselves. Should be something to worry about. The pace has been a bit of an issue in this first quarter, this first half here.
So Rosano trying to chip it forward. That one deflects off of Simon. Rosano trying to throw this one towards Reich. It deflects off of him, can't get the right touch, so it'll be a throw-in coming here for the Pirates, being taken by Cole Simon. Blanco icing the hip on the sideline. Definitely someone you don't want to see out because of his veteran presence, and not only that, just his leadership capabilities, and he's such an amazing soccer player, so definitely unfortunate to see him on sideline for at the moment. Status for the rest of the game questionable. Hopefully we'll see him back. So now the Pirates taking their time, something we haven't seen them do much in this game. They've been moving with a lot of pace so far, trying to develop the offensive attack. Sterling moving Camardo down into the midfield now. Same with Rosano. A rough touch causes a throw-in coming in here for the Pirates.
I mean, I think while the Pirates have been able to catch Sterling off guard in, a bit of a, not a huge manner, but a slight manner, I feel like it isn't going to be the best strategy in the long term. If you try to keep this up for the whole entirety of the first 20 minutes of this half, you could be gassed through the second half and let have a couple of goals, not being able to keep up the pace.
So good play by Stewart, trying to cross in the middle, deflected out by Collins. So corner kick coming here for the Pirates early in this affair. One corner kick apiece. This is the Pirates' first. This one being taken by Torres. Torres skies this one in the middle, trying to look for a Pirate. That one deflects off the crossbar and collected by Schmid. A big opportunity there for the Pirates to seal some gold, but they cannot. This game stays 0-0.
Very lucky the crossbar was there. I mean, we like to say that the posts kind of can be some saviors for these defending lines and the keeper, and that was definitely a very important instance that they could be looking back on as a very key moment of this game, so long as the game stays as less scoring as it has been.
So now trying to advance Wesley Reich. Reich tries to get to the ball first. A great clear there by Santiago. Great heads-up play there to meet the speed of Wesley Reich, who found his way in the middle of three defenders. We're going to take one last look at this crossbar hit. Just so close there for the Pirates.
Beautiful pass, though.
It was a beautiful pass. So as we look at the corner develop, it gets to that far post. Well hit, but just a little too high. The crossbar, as Max said, saving the Sterling defense. Now the Pirates looking to go back on the attack. This one played by Bleem. And really, when it seeps back into the Sterling defensive line, not a lot of pressure being brought by the Pirates.
No, definitely not. I think it's a matter of, while they want to be able to counterattack, they aren't able to start by countering the Sterling attack. And I think they need to focus in on that to make this play style work, because the speed alone is going to end up getting stopped.
The speed has definitely been a great factor so far. Maybe it's caught Sterling just a tiny bit off guard to start this one. There's been a lot of speed approaching the defensive line, which they get faced with a lot of physicality a lot, but the pure speed of Cedar Creek. And I mean, as we mentioned, Cedar Creek being one of the last in their division, they also play in one of the toughest divisions. They play in the American division, and one of the teams that stands out for me is the St. Augustine team. 19-0 overall, 12-0 in the division. Probably the best, if not one of the best teams in South Jersey. And then with that, they also go against Hamilton, who is 11-6-2 overall, 7-4-1 in the division. And then Egg Harbor, 8-9 overall, Ocean City, 8-8-2 overall, and Vineland, 9-7-2 overall. So just a stacked division Cedar Creek has to compete in.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a very strong program to survive in a division like that.
Yeah, especially against St. Augustine. They're probably the best team in South Jersey.
I need numbers to the ball.
They're number 2 behind Shawnee. So as I mentioned, who just beat them for the coaches tournament. So as I mentioned, one of the best teams, if not the best team in South Jersey. And Cedar Creek has to play against them 2 times a year, so that's pretty tough.
Cedar Creek, I mean, if you're looking across, whether you're home or away, you're looking across the field at that, it's a scary sight because you don't know just how bad it could be for you if you let it go. But Sterling looks like we'll go there, but it just leads to another throw in from Bright John. That's kind of been where the speed is coming into play. They're able to take the ball away quickly.
This one hit up. Almost touched by Rosano there, but that one cleared away quickly by the Pirates. I don't even think they got a touch on it. Nevertheless, a great cross. They don't get it. And Rosano was the closest one to it, battling in front there with what looked like Justin Dixon Stewart. But that one does not go. This one being taken by Santiago. This one coming straight for our announcer's truck here.
It was a good attempt to get the ball into Rosano, but just the touch wasn't there to get it towards the net.
So now, advancing up the field is Cedar Creek. They're trying to start this counterattack that we've been talking about. A bit of physicality in the middle by Ortiz. Prohibits what looked like Jacobo from advancing. And now Schmidt is going to pick this one up. Schmidt having a relatively easy game so far, apart from that corner kick where it deflected off the crossbar. Not a lot of pressure being brought by this Pirates team, probably taking their time trying to work on the Sterling offense first. This one hitting off of Stewart. You definitely have to be tough to be a soccer player, as this one deflecting right off of Stewart. He kind of takes this one, say, off the arm. Definitely, and I mean, Collins definitely shoots a pretty hard ball, so that's a tough hit to take. Is now Sterling trying to move up the field. Connor Maynard gets a bad touch on the ball, and this one turned over. Wiley advancing Collins. Collins taking his time, scanning the field, looking towards Weitzel. Weitzel taking it back, looking over towards Bleem. Bleem gets it, moving up the field, trying to sky this one deep, and does. Looking towards the middle for Connor Maynard. Rosano also on that side, trying to keep the ball in.
He got it. Let's go, it's ours. He called it.
They're going to say it's Sterling ball here on the sideline. So a great hustle play there by Rosano, and here comes a corner kick here for the Knights.
I'd love to get a replay of this, and we will. Rosano sees it's going out. Says, let me use the back of my foot real quick. Gets it off the knee, and I think by the time it was over the line, it did hit Rosano again. But still, Sterling ball. They got another corner here. Another opportunity to take a goal.
So Weitzel lining up on the close side, waiting for the formation to set in the box. Both arms race. He sends this one in. This one gets to the front post once again, intercepted by the Pirates, and they pop this one up. Reich there, trying to get a touch on the ball. Met quickly by Jacobo. This one skied back in by Bleem. Bleem looking up. The Pirates can't play it, and this one gets dumped over to the sideline, so it'll be a Sterling throw. Now Weitzel took this one, a quick throw in here by the Knights. Skies it over towards Bright John. John can't get to it, trying to apply pressure on that far side. It looks like the Pirates are just going to let that one go, and here comes a goal kick. You can follow us on Twitter or X at Sterling TV 19, where we will have live updates of all the games and stuff happening around the castle, all the fun stuff. So make sure you guys go follow us on Sterling TV or on Twitter or X at Sterling TV 19. So Jesus Blanco sub back in the game here for Rosano. Good to see him back up and ready to play after taking a cleat to the hip earlier in this contest. Almost halfway through this first half here in this first round playoffs between the Silver Knights and the Cedar Creek Pirates. Unofficially, of course. Cedar Creek trying to get the first goal of this matchup here against the Knights as Carson Wiley goes one-on-one with Moradell. Looking to win the contest, and now Blanco trying to advance forward. Connor Maynard gets it back towards Weitzel. Weitzel gets it over towards Wiley. Wiley back to John. John scanning the field. Going back to Bleem. Bleem getting pressured by Jacobo, gets it back over towards Wiley, and Wiley gets it over towards Collins. Collins back towards Ortiz. No pressure being applied here by the Pirates, so Ortiz is going to walk this one up. Ortiz sends it, looking for Weitzel. Santiago looking to let that one go by, and that will be another goal kick here for the Pirates.
You know, there was a call from the coach there. Marley's trying to get it to Dean to play from the wing, and it just wasn't coordinated that way as they tried to go for Weitzel instead, who is a reliable scorer. It's just a hard pass to make from, half the field away. I do think it's better to try and utilize the wing there.
So Camardo trying to cross this one in, makes a nice move on the defender on the outside, trying to get it through 2 defenders, trying to call for the handball, but well played there by the Pirates. Not a lot of support coming from the Knights here. Now finally get the back up, but the Pirates take it the other way. Bleem kicking it back in, looking for Weitzel. Weitzel can get there, so now the Pirates looking to take it the other way. Now back, it's Watson. Watson gets it over towards Simon. Simon trying to dump it forward towards Torres. Torres hits it forward. Well played there by the Knights, and now the Knights looking to go the other way. Blanco getting pressured by Torres, gets it over towards Wiley. Wiley's scanning. Continues to scan. Substitution coming for the Knights going to be George Walters, sophomore, getting his first playoff experience. Collins with some time and some room. Collins chipping it forward towards Reich. A nice chip by Collins, gets it right in the breadbasket. Reich can't play it. And it looks like it's going to be a throw in here for the Pirates. Looks like it's going to be Simon getting it up towards Stewart. Well played here by Blanco. Blanco up towards Maynard. Nice play by Simon to strip the sophomore away from the ball. Simon still pushing forward here. A big attack coming here for the Pirates. Man on the outside. Looks like that's Jacobo. Jacobo couldn't get to it. Looks like it's going to be a throw in here for the Sterling. And the substitution also comes in here. Walters for Bright John.
John's very efficient while on the wings, and I think he's done a pretty good job at keeping pace, but you want to keep those legs fresh, especially with the speed that he has. So bringing Walters on, a bit of a different type of player for the wing, it's good to kind of change up how it's going to work out.
So the next boys soccer game, it will be Friday if they win versus either Collingswood or Barnegat. That one will be played at home. Sterling the 4 seed, similar to the girls who are also the 4 seed. Again, that one will be at home, and they have to win. So sure, Collingswood praying for a Sterling loss if they would come out the victor there, as they are the higher seed, trying to get the home game. As now here comes a throw in here for the Knights. Walter is going to take this one short towards Weitzel. Weitzel playing it off his chest, corralling it, getting it back towards Ortiz. Ortiz gets it over towards Collins. Collins taking his time, a lot of room ahead of him, scanning the field, scanning and firing. Gets it up towards Camardo. Ball bounced a little bit on the grass, so Camardo had a tough time corralling it in front. Gets it back towards Wiley. Wiley scanning back towards Collins. Slow game here for the Knights. Probably how they want to play it, though. They want to be in control against this pretty high-powered Cedar Creek team, where they do a great job of turning up the field and going the other way with it. Great play there by Anthony Ortiz, as Ortiz is trying to cut up field. Ortiz with beautiful footwork, almost like a knife slicing up the field. It's Collins once again taking his time, looking up towards Connor Maynard. Gets pressure from behind. Almost looked like he caught Maynard sleeping as Simon progressing up the field, but knocked that one out. Walter's going to throw this one back here towards Collins, and once again, Sterling looking to play this slow game.
I know that you had said, oh, wait a minute. Speaking of high power, also high octane, as they play real quick.
So Cedar Creek looking to advance up the field. Quickly cut off there by Collins. They have to win this ball. It's going to be Walters against Simon, 13 versus 13. They chip it up towards Simon. Simon getting it back. Looking for the cross, but it gets back towards Simon. Offsides is called. So a big break there for the Sterling defense.
And I definitely think there was a bit of a mishap on a pass there that led to an attack that could have been pretty rough, but still the offside is pretty blatant and there.
So now, kick being taken here by the Knights. Looks like Collins is going to progress up the field with it. Gets it back towards Ortiz, playing that center back position as he has been all season. One of the senior captains for the Knights. Bleem progressing up. Getting it back towards Ortiz. Very slow and methodical game being played here by the Knights. We've seen that. It's a very common theme for the past couple of games for the Knights, knowing they'd have to change the play style just a tiny bit approaching playoff season, and they have. Very different from the dump and chase kind of offense we've seen throughout the years. Nice play there by Ortiz. Great soccer IQ being shown off here from that center back position. Ortiz still chugging along, looking for Camardo. Definitely got him going offside, so we couldn't play that one. Substitutions coming in here for the Knights. Looks like it's going to be Rosano, John. It's going to be Bautista as well. It's going to be a goal kick being taken here by Santiago. Connor Maynard being taken out of this contest. The leading point scorer for the Knights, along with Reich and Walters. The three sophomores getting subbed out. So Santiago trying to get it up into this close side. He's been looking for a pretty common target in Dixon Stewart most of this game with his goal kicks, trying to get something started on this close sideline. Bautista in a little bit of a scramble fight there with Martinez. Martinez was the victor. Blanco trying to progress forward. Simon's just going to let this one go out. Simon looking for an outlet. He's going to throw this one in. Gets it back towards Jaden Martinez. Martinez pressured. He's going to fire this one deep towards Collins. Collins going to play it. Doesn't get a nice touch on it. Now it looks like Cedar Creek looking to go the other way. Well played by the Sterling defensive line. Ortiz in a one-on-one here with Torres. Ortiz shoots this one forward, looking for Camardo. John has it on the far sideline. Trying to move with pace, maybe trying to get the turbochargers going, because we all know Bright John, that speedster, on that far side. Camardo taking his time, looking to advance Bright John. A nice touch ball straight into the middle. John trying to apply some pressure, but the Pirates let that one go.
I think there might have been a touch from the Pirates there. It might be a corner, but I think they're going to let it be a goal kick there. Yeah, it's a pretty close one, but nothing will be called.
So the goal kick goes back towards Camardo. Camardo trying to move his way towards the middle of the box. Weitzel trying to get a nice touch on this ball, trying to beat out what looks like Dixon Stewart. He pressures Weitzel enough to get it back towards Collins. Now Collins scanning the field once again. Collins gets it up towards Weitzel. Weitzel once again pressured by Simon. Simon all over the field in this first half. He gets it up towards Jacobo. Jacobo looking for Simon. Collins there to meet as well, and Collins uses his great speed to get that one out. Great play there by Collins, but the rush still not over here for the Knights. Collins trying to diminish Simon. Simon with a physical play is going to get called for that one. Sterling's defense doing a remarkable job in this game so far. He's had a little bit of pressure from the Cedar Creek offense, this one being a big one.
Yeah, I definitely think they've thrived underneath, you know, what Bleem and Collins have been doing thus far. They've been very good at using their tactical ability and speed to kind of dribble their way up and press the defense forward, so they're constantly in the half of Cedar Creek.
This one played in front of a Sterling player, a header about to go in, and he scores! What a big moment for the freshman, Rafael Bautista, getting Sterling's first goal of the game, making it a 1-0 game here for the Knights in the first round matchup.
Well, we had just mentioned Max Bleem, and then he gets the long assist there on the header from Rafael Bautista there. If you take a look here, he gets right there in front of him. It's a nice little tap, goes right between the arms of Santiago. Unfortunate placement for the keeper, but wonderful placement for the Silver Knights. Great play all around.
Rafael Bautista, what a big moment for the young man. Pretty similar to what we saw in the girls' playoff game where we saw Lily Byrne get her first goal of the year in a playoff matchup. That is Bautista's first as well, his 4th point. He has a goal and 2 assists on the season now. And a great takeaway here by Weitzel. Sterling trying to turn up the offense once again. Weitzel on this close sideline gets it over to Bautista and back to Weitzel. A great give and go. Weitzel trying to chase down the ball. That one kicked out. Sterling really applying the pressure.
Again, that's Bleem, a man I get confused for a lot on these broadcasts, with a great skying of an assist. And it just goes over top of the keeper, through his arms, and into the net off of a nice header. Great play.
And a great moment there for the Knights as they get the playoff run started with a big moment from the freshman. So a 1-0 game here in the first round playoffs between the Silver Knights and the Cedar Creek Pirates. Corner kick being taken here by Weitzel. He gets it to the back post looking for Ortiz. Ortiz couldn't get all of it. This one hit back up, dribbled around here by the Pirates. Rosano takes it back. Going one-on-one here against Freeman. Freeman couldn't get to it, and now Sterling going cross field, looking for Ortiz. Ortiz gets pressured from behind. Possession's going to stay here with the Knights. It's once again Bautista getting the scoring started right between Santiago's hands. So great placement there by the freshman. Great moment for the Knights to get this playoff run started on a positive note. So Camardo has it on the far flag, getting pressured from behind. Looks like by Huck, and it's going to be another corner kick here for the Knights. Looks like Blanco's going to take it. Whitehall's been the consistent kicker so far in this game. The first corner that Blanco's taken on that far flag. We've seen a variety of different placements. We've seen 2 on the close goal post and 1 on the far where Ortiz just couldn't get to it. But now Blanco, it's a different kicker, so we're going to see what he can do here. Raises the arm, ready to send this one away. Looking for that back post. Ortiz gets to it. That one just goes over the net.
I feel like these goals need to take it. You know, the scorers here for Sterling off of these corners need to try and take advantage of the fact that Santiago, as a keeper, will move himself out of the net to prevent goals. That's what kind of led to the first score by the Knights before that on the header there, because he was kind of playing out of the net. And I really do believe that that is the reason that that goal is going in, because he likes to play out of the net a little too much.
So now it looks like Collins is going to have it at around midfield. Collins looking to send it forward, looking for Camardo. Camardo with a nice chip, trying to get Bautista once again. Bautista gets pressured by Santiago, and he falls on top of it. A great heads-up play there by the keeper.
We understand that the play style of a keeper can be very different, and as we said before, it's another example. He does like to play out of his net, and while it can be kind of a double-edged sword, that time around he gets the good end.
So dangerous play there by Rosano, as Rosano put the foot up a little too high there to play that one, resulting in a free kick coming here for Cedar Creek. So this one being taken forward by Martinez. He gets it up towards Moradell. Moradell working one-on-one here against Weitzel. Weitzel definitely at the size disadvantage here. That one hit out off of Weitzel, so it looks like it's going to be Pirates' ball. Moradell trying to direct traffic here, trying to direct Jacob Freeman. Freeman moves up, going one-on-one against Weitzel now. Weitzel with the takeaway. Weitzel still trying to fight. Has 2 Pirates on him, tries to move it back but can't. Freeman trying to work his way between Bautista and Rosano. He tries to put a shot on goal, but an easy collection here for Schmidt.
You know, Schmidt has had a bit of a quieter game, but, you know, we had made this point a few times before, and we'll say it again. A quiet game can be a loud game, and I think that is definitely how he has been. He hasn't had much effort to do this. He had really one, pressure onto his net throughout this whole first half that we near the end of here at the 33rd minute. I just think he's had a lot of support from his defensive line, especially Collins, who has been a main facilitator from the back there.
Well, I think all of them have collectively been a facilitator. The assist off of, Sanchez's goal came from Bleem. Collins we've seen with the ball pretty consistently, and Ortiz also coming up from that back line, playing a little bit of midfield at times as Bautista gets subbed out here for Maynard. Big opportunity for the young freshman after getting his first goal of the season in a round 1 playoff game. Simon with a nice touch to progress up the field here for Cedar Creek. Ortiz trying to maneuver his way around, scanning the field, trying to send it towards the middle, looking for the blue jerseys within Connor Maynard, Camardo, and Weitzel, but couldn't get it. And Santiago throws it out with pace, looking for Simon. Simon with plenty of time here, getting pressured by Weitzel now. Weitzel doing a good job of trying to get the positional advantage, gets it over Simon. Wiley trying to get it up towards Maynard. Maynard with a nice little move, trying to get it past Martinez. Maynard has the speed advantage, trying to cross it towards the middle, nobody home. Well played there by number 24, Brownhill. Rosano trying to send it towards the net, can't get it. Carson Wiley trying to head it back in, gets it back towards Rosano. Rosano, a couple nice moves, but that one cleared away by Martinez. No more funny stuff in that back line. Blanco looking to send this one on net, gets it up towards Santiago. Bit of a bobble, but easy collection. He starts to throw this one with pace, gets it up towards Gomez.
Blanco showing that the side that he got cleared on before is not really all that bad. He's got a nice shot on it still.
But now Sterling once again trying to go on the attack here. Has had the majority of possession in this game, a little bit under 5 minutes left to play in this first half. Unofficially. So Weitzel Gets in a little bit of a physical altercation there. No foul. Now Martinez with a clean slide there, stripping Connor Maynard of the ball. Martinez also been a factor in this game so far. Maynard pushes him from behind, so a whistle's blown.
If we take a look, I don't know if we got the replay on it, but there was a bit of a play before where there was a shove onto Maynard, and then he kind of returned the favor there. But only one was called, and regardless, obviously you got to call it how you see it if you're the referee. But there were some complaints from the manager Marley's over here about not getting a call.
So now Carson Wiley gets a hit off his back. Rosano plays it, trying to chip it forward towards Camardo. Camardo gets it back towards Blanco, and Blanco looking for Bright John. Bright John turning on the turbochargers on that far side. Almost tripped himself. As Bright John gets it back towards Camardo. Camardo with a little bit of open room. That one deflecting off of a Pirate. It's going to be a corner kick here for the Knights, their 5th of the game, as Wesley Reich checks in. So a big opportunity here for the Knights as they look to capitalize. It's going to be Wesley Reich for Ethan Weitzel. It looks like Jesus Blanco is going to be the one to take this corner kick. Maybe it looks like Dean Collins.
Does look like Collins will be the one to take it. Not someone we see take it too often.
But there are 2 guys near the flag, so very interesting to see what will go on here. Once again, not something we see very often. Collins down to take the corner kick. Gets it up towards Blanco. Blanco trying to make a move, trying to dump this one deep. Another corner kick coming here for the Knights.
Look at me.
So it looks like Blanco's just going to take it himself here.
Yes. Right there, you're good.
Blanco raises the arm, trying to send this one away. Trying to look for Ortiz in the box, trying to get it to that back post. Nobody home. Well played there by the Pirates. Camardo trying to dribble his way towards the middle. That one blocked there by Martinez. A big scoring opportunity for Camardo as he was looking straight in the slot. But a nice block there by Martinez, and he's trying to shake off that big shot there from Camardo.
Camardo obviously has a good shot, and I think we've seen it many times, but it just didn't quite end up working out. There was a good block while in the box by Cedar Creek to prevent a second goal going in this first half.
So Collins taking his sweet time as we're nearing the final minutes unofficially of this first half. Well played there by Camardo. Camardo looking to get it back towards Collins. Jacobo there to intercept, trying at least. And this one's sky deep looking for Wesley Reich. Reich trying to use his speed to his advantage. Nicely played there by Brownhill. Reich once again trying to use his speed to his advantage. Hit off the back of his foot. Still battling there with Watson. As Watson finally chips it forward there for Moradell. Moradell trying to look to that far side. Can't get the right, height or angle on that cross and doesn't get anything on it as Blanco looking to chip this one forward. Blanco get met there by Freeman, but he chips it forward looking for Bright John. John with a nice touch trying to beat out what looks like Huck. John trying to beat out Huck. A nice defensive play there, but it's going to be another corner kick here for the Knights. Their 7th of the game.
I mean, the more opportunities they get, the more they can try to score off of them, and I feel like that's what they need to keep doing. They've kind of been experimenting with the last couple of them here, and I think it's just a matter of trying to do what you know works and then making what you know works actually pan out for you. This late into the first half, you got about a minute left. Probably some stoppage because of the Blanco going down earlier on. I think it's just a matter of, do what you know will work the best.
Collins setting up at the far side. Gets it over towards Blanco. Blanco looking back towards Collins. Collins up towards Wiley. Wiley looking to chip this one in, maybe looking for Bright John, but that one nicely played there by Santiago. He quickly throws this one out as we take a look at that replay.
It's a very interesting attempt at something there to try and get a bit of a train going to the back to cross it from behind the box, but it just didn't go much of anywhere once the ball was sent in.
Cedar Creek doing a good job of neutralizing the Sterling corner kick, which has been quite dangerous throughout the season. Nice play coming here from Cedar Creek, and now a break towards the net. It's basically one-on-one. A nice defensive play there by Rosano. Rosano with a little bit of a back check from center from the midfield, and now an injured Knight. That is Dean Collins.
Take a look here at the quick break that gets stopped by a cue, and then just doesn't go much of anywhere after that as it tries to get cleared over to Collins. And it's a stop that it's a hitting Collins, but still he's all right. He's up. He's hoping for a card, but it goes absolutely not that way. It's just a bit of a warning.
So Moradell was breaking towards the middle with absolute pace. But right there was Quentin Rosano with the chase down. And, I mean, just a great defensive play from someone we don't see very often on the defensive side of the field.
Yeah, it's definitely someone we don't see much back there. But when he is there, he makes a solid effort, and I think that was a pretty good showcase of that.
So Ortiz trying to advance up the field. Connor Maynor trying to touch it towards the middle where he's looking for Camardo, but the Pirates play it. They try and get to the outside. That one goes out of bounds. And there is the first half whistle. So Sterling holding the 1-0 advantage over Cedar Creek. And I mean, just a phenomenal goal from Sterling as Rafael Bautista puts it in the back of the net. His first of the season, his 4th point. As we're going to send us to intermission. We'll be right back at you guys with some second half first round action here at the Castle. Hello everybody and welcome back to Sterling TV 19 as we are back here with some second half action in the first round of this playoffs between your Sterling Silver Knights and the Cedar Creek Pirates. And we're going to take a look at the goal that gave Sterling this 1-0 lead. It was a great pass from Bleem and it got to the head of Bautista. And Bautista buried it for the Knights to open up the scoring in this matchup, but it's been the only goal so far. A lot of pressure going from both sides, Sterling with plenty of opportunities. 7 corner kicks, if I'm being exact, and Cedar Creek with a fair share of their opportunities too. A corner kick that turned into a header that went right off the crossbar, but they could not capitalize. We're happy to be back here with you guys as we take one more look at this wonderful goal by Bautista, and just what a great pass from Bleem as well to really put him right in the breadbasket, put him in a position to get that goal. Happy to be back with you guys here on Sterling Channel 19. I'm Daniel Leakin, joined by Max Zubak and Casey Kazaneski here in the booth. And I mean, Max, just a great start for the Knights as we take a look at this first round bracket. Really the one matchup to hone in on that's not our own is Collingswood versus Barnegat. The winner of that matchup will be going against the Knights if the score stays the same. And I mean, Max, this match has been a great match so far. I mean, offensive opportunities galore. I mean, but Sterling holding this 1-0 advantage. I mean, defense definitely the strong focal point.
Yeah, that's definitely the right thing to focus on, as it is the defense that has been saving Sterling throughout the game. But I also think it's as we see one of the defenders here interacting with, ourselves here is Collins, feeling good going into the second half of this one. And I think he's deserved that because he's had a pretty good showing throughout that first half. And I wouldn't expect anything different. He's had a solid thing. I don't think there's much of him you can stop. He's very good on the wing. He's good as a dribbler. You can push him up to the midfield to do just as well. And I feel like he's showcased that throughout. Outside of that, I think Cedar Creek wants to get pace. And they haven't been able to do that. It's been a fortified defense and midfield as well to kind of halt them. Even when they get out in front, there's someone there to stop them. Like there was a good breakaway late in the first half that Quentin Rosano was able to stop with a nice little sweep away. I think it's just keeping that type of mentality and maintaining, halting their momentum even when they get, deep into your zone. Don't make the keeper do everything. Be the keeper yourself.
I mean, pretty great way to phrase it there, Max. I mean, speaking of the keeper, Travis Schmidt going to have a little bit of a tough time in the net for this half as he's facing the sun here, the bright sun that's shining on the beautiful grass field in this second half. There he is, the brick wall himself. Great season for him in his senior campaign with 88 saves and 14 games played. So anything coming from where we are sitting here at the booth from the truck, he's going to have a bit of a rough time seeing, but nevertheless, we're just about ready to get this action underway. Sterling going to start with possession here, probably going to take their time as they did a lot in this first half. A bit of a slower, more methodical game they played. As Collins gets it over towards Ortiz, a bit of pressure being brought there by Jacobo.
It's very important for them to score first because they were scoring on the side that, had that advantage of where the sunlight's shining. And they kind of have to defend on that side now. It's definitely important they have that 1-0 lead, so they at least have a little bit of padding going into if they get scored on because of that glare.
And now Cedar Creek definitely with a little bit of pressure. They weren't really pushing on that offensive side, and as we mentioned, Sterling playing a more slow first half, definitely keeping it at their own pace, which I'm sure Marley's definitely was a fan of. But now Cedar Creek needs to go on the attack against this Sterling team who's doing a good job of trying to keep in possession. They definitely triumphed heavily over Cedar Creek in possession time in that first half.
I know you had tried to state that Morris must have been happy with that. I don't know how happy he is with much of anything his team does. I feel like he's always been annoyed even in good wins.
Yeah.
But
regardless. That's the Marley's personality, but I mean, he can be annoyed all he wants. The program he's built has been so good based off of him, and I think that's something he needs to be super proud of, is this team and how much it's grown over the past couple of years. Here was an opportunity for the Knights, and Connor Maynard, his speed, absolutely ridiculous, but Luis Santiago making the best decision for Cedar Creek.
I should rephrase, it isn't a matter of Marley's not liking what he sees, it's a matter of being a perfectionist, which I think is very fair, especially if you're in the playoffs now. You have to be as clean, cut and dry, well played as you can.
So now Camardo advancing, Bright John crossed out there by Hook. Bright John gaining the positional battle against Hook, and now Carson Wiley has it, trying to dribble upfield, looking for what looks like Jesus Blanco. Blanco back to Ortiz. Ortiz trying to chip it forward for Collins. Collins with a little bit of room, getting a little bit of pressure now by this Pirates midfield as they play it back to Blanco, and that's the difference. That's something we didn't see in that first half. This Pirates midfield didn't pressure much. It was really only Jacobo back there, but now we're seeing the likes of a couple other people, including Jimmy Newman, in that mix. Now Weitzel has it, trying to move upfield, using his great pace, advances up. Jason Camardo. Camardo with a shot on goal, and he buries it. No, he does not. Cannot see. I can't see. There's a kid right in front of me.
I think it just missed outside there.
Take a look. I don't think it was just outside. I think it bounced off the posts twice and then go over the line there.
Ooh, that was close. Bit of a false call there by me. Excuse me if I got anyone a little excited. Couldn't see much because of the ball boy standing right in front of me. So that was fun. Ortiz moving up Connor Maynor. Connor Maynor trying to get the positional battle. This one comes over towards me.
Again, where the shot comes from here from Camardo. He gets a good angle on it, makes the keeper miss, but it goes off the back post.
That looked like it went in, even on that one.
No, it's a tough angle to see from, especially when you have someone blocking you, but still close, but no cigar there.
Yeah, my mistake, everyone at home. I try and be as accurate as possible. It's a little tougher when there's people in front. It's like a announcer screen. Anyway, back to some action here on the field. Sterling trying to keep the momentum going in their favor, going towards the offense. Bright John trying to take it. He gets fouled heavily there. But it looks like Brady Hook, he's down in a little bit of pain, trying to nurse what looks like his leg.
He went for the ball, but ends up kicking the shin. Bright John. I know the legs have been a bit of an issue injury-wise in the past for Bright John, so it's good to know that he's doing well. He's still getting back to where he needs to be. But the free kick, another set piece they've done well on throughout the year. Let's see if they can capitalize on this once again.
So it looks like Connor Maynor is going to be the one to take this free kick for the Knights. Connor Maynor getting it over towards Ethan Weitzel. Weitzel scanning the field, trying to cross it towards the middle, gets some pressure by Freeman, tries to get it in the middle. A bit of a scrum in front. Connor Maynor gets the bounce out. Rosano trying to kick it forward. It trickles past. Carson Wiley trying to bury it, and Santiago gets to it. Such a big opportunity, and now Cedar Creek moving with pace.
Take a look here. It's a great sequence of events that almost results in a goal, but gets stopped and then pounced on by Luis Santiago. He's been a solid keeper throughout the day. Let's take a look again here. It's a good header, and just he gets off from Wiley. A touch of the right leg by Santiago, and he covers it up.
So now a free kick coming here after the offsides that was off camera as we were showing the replay. Collins moving up to midfield, getting over towards Blanco. Blanco back to Collins. Keeping it slow and controlled here, the Knights. They don't want to give up any big turnovers like that one right there where Cole Simon jumped the gun on Weitzel. Cedar Creek moving now in their own defensive zone, trying to progress forward. Looks like Gomez was met by Bright John applying the pressure. Freeman met by Blanco. He kind of pushes past, and now Freeman with a little bit of room trying to advance on that far side. Looks like Schmidt's there to get the easy collection. No harm, no foul.
You know, Schmidt, like we had said before, a little bit of a quieter game. There's only been a couple pressures for him. But still, the stuff that he has been able to overcome throughout the time that has been played thus far have been pretty impressive. That one header that barely went off the crossbar that he was able to get off. It was really impressive there, and I think he's been pretty solid throughout the year, just being kind of an imposing threat for those trying to just dribble shots. And you're going to have to do something pretty, powerful or finesse to get past Schmidt.
So now trying to move up the field is Cedar Creek. Played well by Quentin Rosano. Quentin Rosano playing in this back line now. Maybe more of a midfield role, but we're seeing him creep into the defensive zone a lot more often. Collins gets it up towards Carson Wiley. Wiley moving forward, looking for Connor Maynor. Maynor back to Wiley. Wiley looking forward for Camardo. That one played well by Martinez. Kept at the foot of Hook, and now Hook moving forward, advancing Gomez. Gomez met quickly by Bleem, 17-17. As Blanco battles in the middle. Looks like Jacobo in the middle going against Blanco. Blanco moves it up towards Rosano. Intercepted there by Simon, and intercepted once again by Rosano. So a little bit of back and forth action there between the midfielder and the defender. Camardo sandwich between two defenders, and the whistle blows almost immediately.
Bit of a shoulder check there if we see here. Gets passed into Camardo, gets shoved a little bit on the first one where the ball is still being played on, and the second one, it just gets kind of trucked on the side there. Camardo does get the foul called for him, gets a bit of, vengeance as they get into a free kick, another set piece for Sterling, as we've mentioned again and again. Very good historically for them to get set pieces.
So Blanco awaiting in the box. Command shouts, it's going on the goal. Blanco sends it, looking towards the goal, but that one hit away by the Pirates defense. Bleem kicks it back in, looking for Ethan Weitzel. Weitzel there with a lot of speed, trying to chip it forward, and that one deflects off of Gomez. So it'll be a throw in here for the Knights.
It's a smart play by Weitzel to get it off Gomez there. You gotta make quick decisions like that, and he makes a great one to get themselves another throw-in opportunity. Bright John will not take, and they'll take their time, however, waiting for Weitzel to send it in. He will get it to Camardo near the box.
So Camardo now playing it on a hop. Whistle blows. It's going to be yet another foul here against the Knights. So the Knights are going to have yet another free kick opportunity.
We see here, yeah, it's a bit of a check into the left shoulder blade of Camardo. They're really targeting against Camardo because they know it's very good. Now they get basically a free cross into the box here, a corner from the inside.
So Weitzel taking it, looking for that back post and looking for Ortiz, and he couldn't get it. Bit of a similar play we've seen all season between the Knights, as now the Pirates looking to go back up the field. Bleem kicks it back in, intercepted there by Gomez, and he kicks it forward, looking for Huck. Mech there by Rosano. Rosano lets that one trickle out. So we take another look at the free kick shot.
It was a good effort to get it into the box, but Ortiz just couldn't quite get the right angle on it, and it led to possession of Cedar Creek for a bit there.
So now Sterling trying to advance more in this offensive zone. This one played well by Santiago. He takes a couple steps back, looking to scan the field, not moving with the exact pace we've seen him move with most of this game. As this one's kicked out. Now a couple substitutions coming in here for the Knights. Looks like Wesley Reich and George Walters substituting the two seniors, Bright John and Quentin Rosano. Bleem commanding. Fakes the turnaround and sends this one forward, looking for Jason Camardo. Gets over towards Weitzel. He meets a physical play there by Huck. Weitzel down. Definitely a big physical play there by Hook. Yeah, it was almost like a freight train. And as Mr. K would say, that's a play that Danny likes because he's a big hockey fan. But wow, way to use the body with Brady Hook. But definitely was a foul on Weitzel. Weitzel's up and good. But yet another set piece coming here for the Knights. Haven't been able to convert on any of the opportunities they've gotten off of set pieces. Let's see if they can get one here. It's going to be Ortiz to take it. He raises the arms, and he's ready to send this one away, looking towards the net. A great cross, but just a little too hard. And you can go on Twitter or Instagram to find out all the fun things happening on our athletic director's page. Make sure you go at Go Knights Sports to check out all the fun things in sports happening around the castle on Twitter or Instagram at Go Knights Sports.
Throughout that advertisement, we had seen, during the advertisement we saw a substitution for Dixon Stewart coming in.
Yeah, he's subbing out Jimmy Newman. So now it looks like Luis Santiago ready to kick this one away. Goal kick here for the Pirates. This one sent towards Dixon Stewart. Played by Walters. Walters looking for Wiley, trying to kick it forward. Gets it out towards Bleem. Bleem now on the close side. Trying to get something going here for this Sterling offense. Bleem has a ton of time looking the other way. Bleem taking it up himself. Gets it over towards Blanco. Blanco kicking it to that far side to Collins. Collins taking his time. Not in a big rush. kicking this one away, looking for Connor Maynor. Connor Maynor with a beautiful touch, gets that one down, getting it over towards Camardo. Camardo looking to take the shot, plays it from his knees, gets it back over, across going to that far post, but nobody home, and that one goes out anyways.
Camardo got, a bit of a slip up there to do a little bit of break dancing to try and get the ball back. Couldn't quite get anything. And then another cross, two consecutive long passes like that from around the same area, just opposite sides of the field there, that have gone past the net and led to goal kicks. But even off of those goal kicks, Creek hasn't done much of anything. Cedar Creek hasn't. And I feel like the Pirates need to take that opportunity of the goal kick and utilize it rather than doing what they just did now, getting rid of it quickly.
So now Cedar Creek coming here with the throw-in. And there is the girls soccer team getting a big win yesterday against Pinelands. 8-1 the final score as they come to watch the boys soccer team hopefully get a round 1 victory over Cedar Creek. Looks like it's going to be a Sterling throw-in, a little bit of shoving on that far side coming from Moradell. As we take a look, it looks like a bit of a miscommunication on who had the ball. Moradell wasn't happy that Blanco took it. I don't think it was I think it might have been just a miscommunication there, but nevertheless, a little bit of pushing and shoving. It's getting a little chippier as the game has went on.
I mean, deservedly so. This is a bit of a rivalry now after the stunning overtime winner last year. So Sterling's taking this game probably a lot more seriously just personally than they will, in other games, obviously depending on who they end up playing.
Well, nevertheless, this also is the playoffs. So it obviously gets a lot more competitive between these teams. We've seen Sterling have a lot of close games throughout this season, and this is going to be another one of those games, and that's how it's going to be for the rest of these playoffs. Sterling's going to be playing some pretty tough opponents, and push comes to shove, but Sterling trying to really get something going in this. Yeah, and this would be the easiest game of the playoffs today. In theory, it's a great game, nevertheless. A team that's played in a bit of a harder division, as the ref calls a whistle on a foul, much to Dixon Stewart's displeasure.
The call is that nothing's on the ball, and he gets a bit of a check on a Sterling player, which, well, fair. I see it can be considered a little bit of a soft call if you're on that standpoint of the Cedar Creek sideline.
Well, Dixon Stewart making a drive towards the net as we were kind of recapping the season for both of these teams and how close it is. And that was a big play that almost, was a really exclamation point for Cedar Creek. So now Sterling off of the free kick, trying to advance forward. Blanco going one-on-one on that far side with Freeman. Advances forward, looking for Camardo. Jason plays it quite well, but taken away as he gets sandwiched by a couple of the Pirates. Wiley looking for Blanco. Blanco with a lot of room, has Reich on this close side. Reich trying to look for an outlet, gets one with Connor Maynor. Maynor trying to advance. Reich, this one kicked. Maynor keeping it in. Has to try and cross it towards the middle. Nobody home. Now it looks like they're going to try and play this one out. Bleem keeps it in. This one gets to Freeman, pressured by Blanco. Blanco trying to make the clean tackle, can't. Now Freeman gets it back into the defensive line, getting it back to Simon. Camardo on that far side meets Simon. Physical on that far side. Walters takes it away. Walters weaving his way through a couple of defenders, getting it out towards Wiley. Great play there by the sophomore George Walters. Trying to get it to Wesley Reich. Reich slips, and now Gomez looking to go the other way. Gets past Bleem. Gomez makes a lot of men miss. Gomez cutting towards the middle. Looking for Freeman. Bleem makes a nice play. Still trying to keep it in. So leading scorer for Cedar Creek, Mario Jacobo, really number 10, has been the player pressuring this Sterling defensive line throughout this game. He has 11 goals on the season, 23 points in total. Been a pretty good player for Cedar Creek this season, and you can kind of see him. He's been the only consistent Cedar Creek player really pressuring the Sterling defensive line when they kind of take it slow. He gets the ball on his foot now, trying to get a nice pass over, trying to cross it towards the outside post, and that one a little too hard, and they let that one go out. He got that pass over to Dixon Stewart. Stewart could not capitalize, though, as the cross was just a little too hard.
Yeah, I definitely think there's been kind of a common theme with longer passes from both teams going a little too far, and I feel like they've been putting a little too much power on them. It was a great play, great timing to keep it onside for him to rush in. He kind of slips as he gets it, and a little too much power goes back behind the net and leads to a goal kick here for, I'm assuming, Ortiz to take, as he tends to.
So it looks like Walters and Camardo come out. John comes in. And now John gets the ball on his foot, and he's moving with great pace, looking for Wesley Reich. Wesley Reich beats the defender, trying to look for a cross towards the middle, trying to move his way past, trying to put a shot on goal. That one well played there by Martinez. Reich still trying to keep this one in. Meets Carson Wiley. Wiley takes a shot on goal. That one hit down by Martinez once again. A little bit of pinball, and it gets back to Connor Maynor. Maynor trying to maneuver his way, trying to take a shot on goal. Once again blocked by this defensive line. Cole Simon was the victim of that shot. The Pirates looking to take this one away. Whistle blows. Wesley Reich was down for a period of time as time stops. Ethan Weitzel is going to check back into this game here as Wesley Reich comes off. So there's Carson Wiley. Had a pretty good season in his sophomore campaign. A multi-sport athlete, plays lacrosse in the springtime as well. One of the better players on that Coach Wiley ran team. But has had a really good soccer season this season. A really, pesty midfielder. Gets on the players a lot. Plays some pretty strong defense. Also does it a good amount of the time on the offensive side of the ball. This year he has 2 goals, 1 assist, 5 points. Now Sterling trying to progress up the field as it looks like Rosano's going to have it, getting it back towards Collins. Pressured only by 1 Pirate as Collins is going to take his time. Collins feeling the pressure now, has to dump this one forward, looking for Bautista, can't get it. This one played forward by Connor Maynor. Connor Maynor looking to advance Bautista. Bautista, the lone goal scorer in this one, trying to get his foot on the ball, but that one nicely played there by Santiago.
It's a bit of a long pass that went a little too far, and nothing came from it.
Weitzel looking to play some solid defense. That one gets hit off of hook. Sterling getting most of this possession time in this game so far, doing a good job of limiting this Cedar Creek attack. Collins looking to clear this one away. That's a foul called right there as Rosano taking a test to that. You can follow us on Facebook at Sterling Channel 19. We will have all the fun things happening around the castle, all the great news, and more information about all the important things you need to know around the castle. So make sure you guys go follow us on Facebook at Sterling TV 19. So Collins still down after the whistle blew. Collins gets up, thankfully. Looks like he's all good. Carson Wiley having a little bit of fun with the ball. Anthony Ortiz trying to protest maybe a card off of that tackle. Jason Camardo looking to check in here for the Knights, one of the captains, 3 captains for the Sterling team, him, Anthony Ortiz, and Jesus Blanco. All 3 has had their collective great seasons. There is Coach Marley's the mastermind behind this Sterling boys soccer program for many years and many years to come. As he's done a phenomenal job as Bright John looking to play on that far side, has a great amount of speed trying to cross it towards the middle. He does a little bit of a kick up. That was cool. Bright John, just an all-around absolute athlete. In general, he's a track sprinter. He's a jumper as well. Does a great job in those events. Showing a little bit of the athleticism on that little kick up.
Shades of Drew McIntyre in the kick up there.
Luis Santiago ready to send this one away. Rosano plays it, trying to chip it forward. Has some pressure on his back. Rosano gets it out towards Blanco. Blanco taking his time, sending this one towards Camardo. That one hit down. And now here comes a throw in here for the Knights.
And as we, have gone a couple minutes unofficially over the halfway point of the second half here, Cedar Creek has to be slowly letting that panic set in. They have to make sure no goals come from Sterling and a couple goals come from them to really, make sure they get the momentum, because it hasn't really been swinging in their favor thus far.
And this certainly does not help after a little bit of a physical play causes a free kick here for the Knights and puts them in some pretty good field position to try and put this one on net, trying to notch their second goal of the game, the first one being scored by Rafael Sanchez Bautista. So Connor Maynard ready to set this one away. The ref waiting for the official signal. Blows the whistle. Connor Maynard ready to kick this one away, trying to get it towards the outside. It hits off the wall. Looks like it hit off of Freeman. Now Blanco plays it on a hop. Keeps it in front of him, corralling it. Getting some pressure from Simon. Going one-on-one, trying to use his burst of speed to that outside. Trying to keep it in, trying to cross it towards the middle. Nobody home. It only met a Timber Creek player. Bleems recycling back. Getting this one back to Schmid. Schmid ready to sky this one. Gets it up towards Ortiz. Instead, getting it back towards Schmid. Schmid now ready to kick this one forward. But it is deflected and turned over. That was a nice play there by Weitzel. Wiley trying to dribble his way through. Getting it past Freeman. Bright John didn't look like he was ready for it. Bullying him off the ball. Bright John now moving with some great pace. Looking for Camardo. Can't advance him. Met quickly there by Hook. And now Hook moving up by himself. A nice defensive play there by Bleem. The whistle blows. So a big opportunity here for the Pirates as they look to get their first of the game.
Yeah, it's been, a bit of a struggle to get into the Sterling, side of defending on the second half for Cedar Creek. But I feel like the Pirates now have found a way to draw a foul in for a free kick off the left side of the box here, which could lead to something huge like an equalizer here, something they've been looking for since the first goal happened late in that first half.
So now looks like Martinez going to sky this one away here for Cedar Creek. A big opportunity for the Pirates, and that one trickles back. Nobody home. It's going to be a corner kick, though, for the Pirates, so Sterling definitely going to have to stay on their toes. Substitution coming in here. Looks like Jerion Gomez is going to sub in for Jacob Freeman. And there goes the girls' soccer team looking like they're ready to start practice because they got a big matchup on Thursday, waiting to play Seneca, which will be streamed live here on Channel 19. Whistle blows once again. Substitution was not ready getting off the field. Rosano taking his time. A couple of the girls' soccer players staying to watch this corner kick, literally right behind the net. Jerion Gomez looking to take this corner kick instead of Moradell.
And Morley's trying to make sure the back post is covered because it's been a bit of a target for them, but clearly it isn't this time around. It's short.
Now, this one's still played in Sterling's defensive zone. They're ready to clear. A nice move there by Gomez. He skies this one deep. A nice play by Bleem to hit this one up. Camardo keeps this one inbounds. A little bit of a bicycle kick that trickles over towards Schmid. Schmid calls for it and makes the easy collection. So Cedar Creek's biggest offensive chance of the game, apart from that corner kick in the first half, doesn't go anywhere. Schmid makes the collection, now directing traffic, trying to send this ball up the field. Weitzel trying to kick this one forward. This one taken by the Pirates. The Pirates stealing the booty. And now Weitzel advances forward looking for Connor Maynard. Connor Maynard does have a lot of speed. He's going to get to the ball first, trying to chip it past the goalie. No goaltender in net. Camardo there to meet the ball. Camardo has an open shot. If he takes it, he's trying to take a shot on goal, and it's in! Captain Camardo with the goal. Great play by the Knights, a great advancement up the field as Jason Camardo comes to celebrate with the cameras up here. Has a little handshake with Ortiz. They do the A.J. Brown, Devonta Smith celebration, and this game is 2-0.
One of the most reliable scorers on this roster, Camardo, and he takes the open net at full advantage. You see Santiago trying to get there, and he's there just a couple seconds late, and a 2-0 lead this late into the game feels like a pretty good cushion now.
So Sterling getting some insurance goal right there. Who else than Captain Camardo, who gets his 7th of the season, his 15th point. After missing some time, a great stat line there for Jason Camardo as they do the back-to-back, the receiver celebration for the Philadelphia Eagles, which was pretty cool to see. But now Cedar Creek making some advancement, and offsides is called.
I think we've seen more offsides than normal in this game.
That one called on Torres. Coach definitely not happy about it on this sideline. Definitely was a close one. Definitely was close. I'm not sure. It was called from the ref on the far side as well. Bright John taking his time now back in the defensive zone for the Knights, working it up towards Blanco. Blanco gets some pressure, puts a nice move. Getting some pressure there by Dixon Stewart, moving it up. The Knights playing it back towards Collins. Collins taking his time, sending it up the field, looking for Camardo. Camardo has some pressure on his back, plays it over towards Blanco as Blanco looks to chip Walters, can't get enough on it. And now, trying to move up the field are the Pirates. They can't. Carson Wiley looking for the slide tackle. Nice maneuver there by Gomez. Gomez kind of playing more of a midfield role. We've seen him in the back line most of this game. Gomez hits it to that far side for Simon. Simon coming back from his defensive role as well, and now they play on that far side. The Pirates looking to chip this one towards the middle. Nobody home, and that one's going to go straight out of bounds. And you can follow us on Instagram at SterlingTV19, where we have all the fun pictures of us here on Tech Crew. One posted today about this game, and obviously all the fun stuff happening around the castle. So make sure you guys go follow us on Instagram at SterlingTV19.
And then another ad, another substitution. As we saw Rosano come in for Sterling, and Evan Zazotka come in for the Cedar Creek Pirates here as we reach the 10 minutes remaining mark.
A little bit under, unofficially. As we're approaching the end of this one, we have girls volleyball to record right after this one. So we're kind of hoping and praying this game kind of wraps up soon, so we can head inside and cover the girls volleyball as they look to take on Delran. That game starting at 4:30. That'll be posted on YouTube, but we will not be recording it live, as it will be a one-camera shoot because all our cameras are out here. This one being advanced up towards Wesley Reich. Reich with the big opportunity, the touch a little bit too hard, and this one played well by Santiago. This one coming straight for the announcer's booth over here. Substitution coming in. It's going to be Max Bleem subbing in here for Bright John. And there is Coach Marley's once again, the mastermind behind this Sterling team. Has done a great job all season, and not just all season, but for a really long time with this program. It's been absolutely fun to see. So the Knights still working here with a little bit under 10 minutes left in this second half, unofficially. As now it looks like Moradell is going to be the one to throw this one in here for Cedar Creek. That one hits off of him, and now Sterling trying to move with pace. Rosano has it on that far side. He slows down and throws this one in towards Blanco. Sun still shining here on the field, which is something we're not very used to here at Sterling Channel 19 when we're done these games. Normally it's the sunset. This game starting at 2 o'clock. Next time we'll be covering the boys. If they win, will be on Friday. That game will be starting also at 2 o'clock, and they will be going against either Collingswood or Barnegat here at the Castle. Again, that game starting at 2 o'clock.
Well, now that you've said that we are going to play them, it tells me we're going to somehow lose 3-2 here.
Okay, well, you never know. Knock on wood. That's your jinx, not mine.
Oh, well, you could cause it. You never know.
That is true. Crazier things have happened.
The curse is everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Crazier things have happened here, so we will see if Cedar Creek can complete this comeback. As now they advance forward, looking for their leading goal scorer in Jacobo, but he can't get it.
think they will be getting a corner off of that.
Yeah, they will. That was a good advancement there by the Pirates as they look to try and capitalize, trying to get themselves back within 1 here with very limited time left in this second half. So the arm raises, and they're ready to send this one away. They look towards the middle of the box. They get a good touch on it, but Schmid makes the collection. Right place, right time there for the brick wall. And he's going to take his time in direct traffic. And great job keeping this one at 2-0.
Now, I feel like it was obviously a great save, but I feel like a lot of these opportunities off of corners and like super close calls would happen less if Sterling were to play at a bit of a slower pace. Play out the back, you know, try to evade the pressure as you can, but don't try to force long passes that you had to before. You have a 2-0 lead. It's a bit of padding on the lead. You can play a little safer. I mean, regardless, if you get an attack like this, then play it as you will. But if you're back in your own zone, play it a little safer. Why not?
So Weitzel now getting it back towards Rosano. Rosano letting that one go right by him after it was touched off of a Cedar Creek player. Rosano ready to throw this one in here. Gets it over towards Wesley Reich. Reich up in the attacker's zone, trying to get it towards Camardo, and he wasn't there. Goes back towards Blanco. Blanco with a nice touch to keep it in front. Blanco's still moving, trying to get it to the far side where it's George Walters who will put the touch on. Can't play it well, so this one will be handled by Shitzaka. Move forward now by Cedar Creek. They're trying to send something up the other way. But Sterling's defense doing a good job of limiting their movement. George Walters the first one to meet, trying to advance. Wesley Wright can't get the right touch on it. So now it'll be played back. Still in the defensive zone here for Cedar Creek. They can't move much. So a beautiful Tuesday afternoon here at the Castle. First round playoff matchup between Sterling and Cedar Creek. Sterling with the 2-0 advantage off of goals by Rafael Sanchez Bautista and Captain Jason Camardo. Here in this beautiful Sunday afternoon, I'm Daniel Leakin, joined by Max Zubak. Casey Kozineski here in the booth covering girls volleyball right after this one as they take on Del Rand, and the next boys soccer game will be Friday if they win against Collingswood or Barnegat. That game, again, starting here at the Castle at 2 p.m. So 3 substitutions coming here for the Knights. Looks like Pat Carroll, Connor Maynor, and Bright John as they're ready to sub out as this game is nearing its end.
You know, as the game nears its end, I do want to ask you, Casey, a question. How do you feel as though the pace has been in this game? You know, I feel like it's been very Sterling-sided, but I want to hear, you know, your thoughts on it thus far.
I mean, start the game, they're playing great pace, but they got to start slow it down, you know? They just got to start wasting time so they can win this game.
I think that's definitely Sterling's objective. They're definitely trying to tick down this clock as this game is starting to near its close. Pat Carroll up in the attacker spot. He subs out Jason Camardo. This one kicked to the far side where it's nicely played by the ball boy on that far side.
Some 2016 OBJ type of catch there.
Yasser Alba is coming in the game as well here for the Knights. He's subbing out Ethan Weitzel. Weitzel, pretty tremendous game if we don't see him back in this one. Great hustle in that midfield spot. A lot of youth as well. Only a sophomore. As this one hit up by Rosano. Trying to be played there by Maynard Canton. Now a big shot by Wiley. Goes straight to the moon. That one's not coming back. And you can follow us on Twitter or X at Sterling TV 19, where we have all the live updates of all the games and all the fun things happening around the castle. So make sure you guys go follow us on Twitter or X at Sterling TV 19. So Sterling definitely taking it easy here as time ticks down in this second half, trying not to give any big turnovers here to the Pirates. Carson Wiley taking this one forward, trying to look for Connor Maynard. He chips it up towards Patrick Carroll. Carroll with a little bit of space, trying to put a move on the defender, gets it over towards John. John trying to chip it in. Santiago the first to it, makes the easy scoop. And he's surveying the field, trying to advance up the Cedar Creek Pirates, and he's just going to kick this one away. Nicely placed there, looking for Dixon Stewart on that far side. He gets pressured by Rosano. Albez also in the middle. Blanco trying to play up and cause a turnover. He does. Clean tackle there by Jesus Blanco as he advances Patrick Carroll up the field. A rough touch as Moradell was charging in. Ortiz plays this one back to Schmid, and Schmid falls on top of it. So now on the ground looks like Dixon Stewart.
Looks like you got a cramp there.
It looks like he got a cramp. That's one of the worst feelings ever.
Hate to see it.
Yeah, the horse named Charlie's terrible.
Yeah, I can see it. It's right in his calf.
Yeah, you can. Oh, it's visible. Just got some medical attention coming.
Yeah, it looks like Sean Klink coming to help out. Super Sean, yes, you could call him.
He was Buzz Klink here on Halloween.
Yeah, Buzz Klink. That was funny.
It's the first thing I saw. I was like, what? It's 8 in the morning. I think I'm just seeing things.
So now Collins moving up. His time still ticking away in the second half. Looking for Rosano. Rosano has it on the far side. Trying to advance Patrick Carroll. It advances him a little too much. He applies pressure on Martinez. Martinez taking it himself. And now he advances Newman. Newman trying to chip it in the middle, looking for Jacobo. Whistle blows. Looks like a little bit of a foul and a free kick coming here for Cedar Creek.
It's a late call. There's a bit of a shove as the approach happened, and they got the call for a second there. And I do think it's the right call if there was no play on the ball, and the free kick is deserved.
So Moradell going to take this one here for Cedar Creek. A big opportunity here with less than 10 minutes remaining, less than 5 minutes remaining even in the second half. He raises the arm. He's going to send it away, looking in the box. Great play there by Rosano. Done a great job on the defensive side in this game so far. Sterling still trying to clear Patrick Carroll efforts. Sterling has to clear the ball here. Here's a big opportunity for the Pirates, and that one just goes a little bit over the head of Jacobo. And now Sterling definitely going to take their time as the ref signals 3 minutes left to play here in this contest.
And I feel like this is a common type of play we've seen on this side of the ball. One cross just doesn't quite get where they need it to go, and a goal opportunity has been missed. This has happened for both teams on that side. Maybe it is the glare even affecting the players over there.
So if the score stays the same in this next 3 minutes, a post-game will follow. It'll be myself and a couple of the Sterling players. Blanco plays this one over towards Bright John. Bright John gets it mixed up in the legs, gets it over towards Albez. Albez out towards Blanco. Blanco plays it well. Blanco over to Dean. Dean Collins going to send this one in, looking deep towards Albez. Albez trucking for it. Met quickly by a Pirate, and the Pirates send it the other way. This one goes a little bit over Ortiz's head. Schmidt advances out of the net, and he makes the easy scoop.
He's going to let time kind of dwindle down for a bit, which is definitely the right call as we near the unofficial 39-minute mark.
Yeah, with the ref just said a few moments ago, there's about 3 minutes left, so definitely nearing the end of this contest. Schmid runs and sends it, looking center field. That one bounces over, gets to the shoulder of Connor Maynor. He gets kind of dragged down. So Bright John is over to it. The throw-in coming here for Cedar Creek. And now Freeman can't get the right angle on the ball as that one goes out. And you could subscribe to our YouTube channel at Sterling Channel 19, where we have live updates of all the games as well, all the commercials, and most importantly, those Castle Connections featuring Mr. Claiborne. So make sure you guys go subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/SterlingTV19. So now Sterling eclipsing the final moments of this game. The ref raised the 1 minute mark up with his finger. So Sterling definitely just needing to clamp down for just a couple of moments, and then they can push past this first round matchup looking for Collingswood or Barnegat. The cross in, and that one goes over the net.
Another instance of a missed opportunity. A lot of chances failed to be taken properly by the Cedar Creek Pirates in the back half of this game.
So this one definitely nearing its end. And the coaches definitely have to be happy. There's Goffredo, Marlies, and Behringer as the final whistle blows. And Sterling getting this first round victory over the Cedar Creek Pirates, the team that eliminated them last year, giving them that same justice, and Sterling definitely has to feel pretty good about that win. We'll be right back at you guys with the post game, and we're going to dance. And just a great game overall, and we're going to dance all the way to break as we're going to be right back at you guys with the post game show in just a few moments.
I need to use the potty.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yes, you can.
I wasn't even gone for that long.
Dude, are you kidding? Pictures. Sean, what are you doing? Go to Redmond's office.
I could really use a bev right now.
Brayden, how many times I tell you not to bring drinks in the classroom, just water? Brayden, how many times I tell you not to bring drinks in the classroom?
Oh my god, what a loser. He's so annoying.
Looking at the story, you'll know by the story the first few lines. We're talking about that paragraph again in the story.
You know what? I'm done. That's it, teach. I quit. I'm done. You know what? I'm gonna stay in school.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to Sterling TV 19. We're back here, back on the field here after a 2-0 win over Cedar Creek. First here with Rafael Sanchez. And I mean, Raf, a great game from you, and you got your feet wet with your first career playoff goal. How did it feel to score that goal?
Well, it felt pretty good, you know. I was kind of nervous going up there, going for the header, because goalie came out pretty fast. Just afraid of getting punched in the head, you know. I'm glad I got my first goal then.
And Cedar Creek, I mean, a tough team. They play in a tough division. Record may not show it, but I mean, that division is pretty crazy. And beating a good team like Cedar Creek to start, how does it feel for you and the team to do that?
It felt pretty good. It's first round of playoffs. I know they lost to them last year, so it felt pretty well winning them, getting our good back this year.
And I mean, looking forward, something that you can personally improve on your game. I mean, you had a pretty decent game out there, but if there's anything, what is something that you're looking to, you know, improve on going into the next game?
Probably like hustle more, you know, keeping the ball more, playing it simpler, and pretty much it.
I appreciate you coming on, Raf. Thank you very much. Next, we're going to have Jason Camardo coming on the broadcast here. Captain Camardo himself, and I mean, scoring the second goal of the game here, Jason, beating Cedar Creek today. How's it feel for you as a veteran?
I mean, I always love to win, especially when the team knocked us out last year in the quarterfinals. So I'm glad we were able to get out here, win the game, and advance.
And just about to mention that, Jason, this team knocked you out last year in overtime, scored the game-winning goal against you. How to come back out here, and as Raf said, how to feel to come back out here, and as Raf said, get your get back.
I loved it. I mean, every game's championship game to us. So we didn't look past this team. We knew they were good. They knocked us out last year, so I was just glad we were able to come out here and win this game.
And looking forward, you guys are either going to go against Collingswood or Barnegat here at home. I mean, definitely two tough opponents for you guys. What are you guys looking to do against those two teams? What are you guys looking to improve on, if there's anything?
I'm going to keep it simple for you. We're hoping to win. We're going to go out there. We're going to win. We're going to keep working hard every practice and hopefully get this win.
I appreciate it. Captain Camardo here on the broadcast. And last but certainly not least, the captain, or one of the captains on this defensive line, Dean Collins. And I mean, Dean, a remarkable game from you. A lot slower pace we've seen from you guys these past couple of games. You've kind of been the pioneer of that in that back line. How does it feel to assume this new role that you've kind of found in the offense?
You know, I have a lot of trust in my boys, but, you know, me and Ant, we're the most technical in the back. No shade to Max, but, you know, me and Ant, you know, we can find the passes maybe Max can't see, so it's great to feel that.
And I mean, we're going to flash back to last year a little bit. These guys knocked you out in the quarterfinals in overtime. We actually can see you in the clip if we go back and watch it. And I mean, to come back here and put out a great game, a great showing against Cedar Creek, how's that feel for you?
I mean, it feels great. I've been watching that goal, you know, for a year now. I've been waiting for this. I knew we were going to play them. I had a feeling since the last time we played them, but I knew we had the better team, better coach, everything about them. We're better.
And you guys show a lot of swagger. You guys show a lot of poise and just how confident you guys are in each other. And I mean, looking forward to the next game, how do you guys feel going against either Collingswood or Barnegat?
You know, we've seen Collingswood multiple times in our high school careers, but, you know, I don't care who they throw at us, we're beating them. You know, we're a great team, got great mentality, great grit. You know, we want it. We want it bad.
And I appreciate you coming on, Dean. A lot of great inspiring words. And last but certainly not least, we're going to have Coach Marley's in just a few moments here, ladies and gentlemen. First postgame here with Coach Marley's, and definitely a great one after they beat Cedar Creek. And Coach Marley's, how's it feel to get a big win over a great team?
Feels good. Yeah, we're happy to advance. I think we played well today, so all positive.
A small little preview going into next game, Collingswood or Barnegat for you guys here at home. How are you feeling about either of those matchups for your boys?
You know, we haven't looked into it yet. You know, we were focused on this one. We prepared a lot for this game. Watched a lot of game tape on Cedar Creek. They're a great team, well organized. So we were prepared for this one. Figure out who wins that next game. We'll start preparing for them.
And just a quick little note about Rafael Sanchez. I mean, getting his feet wet in the playoffs, getting his first career playoff goal only as a freshman. How does that look for you? I mean, moving forward, you guys are losing a lot of seniors, but just for the youth of this team going forward.
Yeah, we like Raf a lot. He didn't get a ton of time this year, but we know he's capable. I don't think the lack of time is for City, so we could slowly bring him along. He can get this experience, and this is obviously going to build a lot of confidence for him today.
I appreciate you coming on, Coach Marley's. Thank you very much. And that's going to do it here at Sterling Channel 19. I'm Daniel Leakin saying so long after this 2-0 win over Cedar Creek in this big playoff matchup. Thank you to everyone at home who watched. Thank you to everyone who helped behind the cameras in the truck. Thank you to Max and Casey on the mic and myself, Daniel Leakin, saying so long to everyone for right now. And as always, go Knights.